Hey everyone, I'm Doc and this is Bacon and this is my rewatch of The Lord of the Rings. Okay, so we're picking up at 1341 and um, I'm going to go ahead and just hit play right now and I'll fill you in on some of the details as we go along. But basically, this episode is titled Technical Challenges. That had to do with the technical challenges that Peter Jackson was dealing with in terms of the different sizes of the characters. But also, I've had my own technical challenges, namely that up until this point, up at all the episodes prior to this, I was watching the theatrical release when I thought I was watching the extended version. And when I did the original rewatch 10 years ago, I was using the, oh, here we are. We're getting the part where we get to the Shire once again. When I was doing the original rewatch, it was the extended version, and so I was wanting to do the extended version again so they would match up. But my mistake, I had the wrong one. I didn't realize it quite at first because I don't think there was a lot of changes until that last bit. That was one of the big divergences, and we'll get to that in a second. So if you've been watching all the videos, this is all kind of a repeat. At some point I think it'd be interesting just to look at the differences between the theatrical and extended version to see what the differences are and how many changes were made, how much was cut. Does it really make any difference? Is one better than the other?
And what about very old friends? And what about very old friends?
Very old friends, if you've read The Hobbit. If not, again, this is all brand new. You're starting with a reunion. I guess that's not unheard of in movies. A lot of reunion movies where you're bringing a cast of characters together that are familiar with each other, but not with the audience. Yeah, this is what I was really talking about. The size difference really comes into play here in this scene.
1296. Very good year. Almost as old as I am.
So I'm going to stop there. The biggest difference between the theatrical and the extended version so far is there was an added montage. There was a second montage, and you know how much I didn't like the first montage, but this second montage was actually, it made sense because it was a montage. It was Frodo thinking back to how Bilbo has been acting over recent months, recent years, and how he's acting strange. And we get those first hints of something is off with the ring. And once again, in that last episode, like, this is how we should have introduced the ring. But instead, we had that opening montage. And so that's the big difference. Basically, it's all been kind of condensed for the theatrical version. And this is all just a matter of, a couple minutes. A couple other things I noticed was that in the extended version, there was more footage in the opening montage, some really bad shots. When I was rewatching the theatrical version, I was noticing some bad shots, but I was like, I was really hard on it when I did it before. Why was I so hard? It doesn't seem so bad, but I guess it was because they took out the worst shots from the opening montage in the theatrical version, and then I guess just to pad the length, they threw all the shots they had in, including the worst ones, or they just didn't spend the money on the effects when it was just for an extended version re-release. Whatever it was, not too much difference, because the main idea about the opening montage is the same. They're still introducing the ring in this weird way, and still showing us Gollum way before we should have even a hint of Gollum. So not too much difference. The major difference that I already pointed out is that this extra montage, this kind of look back at Bilbo's behavior, to foreshadow how the ring is affecting him, which we're going to get a really good look at in the next couple episodes of this. So I want to apologize. Anyone that's been following along so far, I'm sorry that I messed up and was watching the theatrical version, and now we're having to rewatch some bits that we already looked at before, but this is all going to be fixed within 1 or 2 more episodes, and then we'll be past it, and we can just focus on the really bad parts, because to tell the truth, other than the montage, the opening in the Shire is pretty good. And as we saw again in these bits, Bilbo is great, Frodo and the hobbits in the Shire, that's all good. The set design, the casting, all of it is good. And for a movie that I can't stand, I do admit that there are, things that Peter Jackson got right, which is, I think, why I am so upset with all the things he got wrong. We know he is a capable filmmaker. He can do a lot of cool things. So why can't he get a good script? I don't know, but we will look at that more closely in future episodes. So thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.